Hello friends, I am Ravi. First of all, I welcome you to the MS InfoSolutions. This is a tutorial series for PHP, and in this tutorials we are going to cover up PHP and MySQL. So first of all, what is PHP? PHP is a server-side scripting language in which we develop different web applications. Whatever operations we perform from the server side that are performed with the help of this programming language. For the PHP, the prerequisites for this program are for this learning PHP. First of all, you just have to know a basic introduction of HTML and CSS also. Because whatever we are doing the coding in PHP, we are going to do it the back end, but for the front end we want HTML and CSS. So the whatever websites or web applications we are creating, that the front end will be covered by HTML and CSS, and the back end will be the PHP. So this much of if you have a basic knowledge of HTML and CSS, you can easily understand this course. Okay, so with this HTML and CSS, if you have a better knowledge of HTML5, CSS, and also other frameworks like Bootstrap, then it will be a plus point for you to understanding these things. And also along with this, if you know the JavaScripts or jQuery, then it will be another plus point for you. You can easily understand these things. So we will start the PHP. So basically PHP stands for personal home page, or PHP hypertext preprocessor. So PHP have different versions. Up to version 7 it is come now. So PHP have means up to the version 3rd we used this acronym as a personal homepage, and later after 3rd version we did it as PHP hypertext preprocessor. So PHP is one language which is organized by Zend organization, and there are a lot of features in PHP because it's a very easy to learn programming language, and lot of features means it provide integrated with MySQL and all other databases, and so this is a very easier one. So in this language, along with PHP, we have to use MySQL as a database. So PHP is automatically integrated with MySQL database, and we don't have to do any special settings or special connections. We just have to write some little bit program and it get automatically connected with the database. This is about PHP and MySQL. So after that there are a lot of versions of PHP, and these versions are until this date it is 7 versions of PHP. The version 1.0 is in 1995, and with that that version is just simply using C and Perl language. It was developed by Ramses Ledloff, which is who is just a student, and he want to check his resumes, how many people are visiting his websites. At that time he created it. Later the version in 1997 they taken the second version. It is a partially server-side language, and it supports online offline type of means database servers, other type of database servers like IIS and all other database servers. In 1998 PHP is implemented as a fully server-side scripting language, and it's also hypertext preprocessor. This is about version 3. And after that they changed its acronym as a PHP hypertext preprocessor. The version 4 is come in 2000. It is a cross server, and it uses Apache, IIS, and Tomcat servers. And it's now in the 4th version they used the Zend engine. So Zend engine introduced as a runtime environment for this PHP applications. The versions The next version is 5.0. The 5.0 version is come in 2004 and 5. So the new things which is added in this is OOP concepts. So OOP concept means object oriented programming concept. These are included in it, and the Zend 2.0 is introduced with this version, and also with this it uses XML and other web services related classes are also introduced. XML and other web services classes. So this is up to 5.0. After the 5.0, instead of implemented the version 6.0, they implemented the version 7.0, which came at the 5th of December 2015. So, and this is about the versions of PHP. And PHP is partially case sensitive, means whatever functions we are writing, they are insensitive, and whatever variables we are doing, these are insensitive. Means if we are developing writing a function in PHP language, and if we are writing the same spellings with that, then it will work properly. But if you do any spelling mistake, then it will not work. And along with the just like Java and other technologies, every statement in PHP is end with a semicolon. The exception for this thing is whenever we are writing a PHP code and our last statement is there, that last statement, if we don't apply the semicolon, then it will work fine. It will not give any errors. So PHP is a loosely typed programming language, generally known as. There are variables in PHP. Before we go to that, you have to learn some tools, whatever tools you have to install on your computer, so you can easily understand that. So the tools required for PHP are XAMPP. So basically, what is XAMPP? XAMPP is this X stand for cross-platform. A stand for Apache. M stands for MySQL, and P stands for PHP, per etc. So this, with this XAMPP server, first thing what we have to do is we have to make our computer as a server computer, because PHP only runs on server side. So first of all, you have to install this one of the servers. For Windows, we have another server that is called as WAM, which is Windows, Apache, MySQL and PHP. For if you are using Apple computers, they have Macintosh operating system, or you generally called as Mac. So there in that you just have to use MAMP, and this MAMP is for Macintosh, Apache, MySQL and PHP. So in installation, when you install all these things, you will get some folder in your C drive. When generally if you do in Windows, then in your while you have one server called as XAMPP. So generally we are going to take all the practicals on XAMPP, so I will introduce you with that way only. So inside XAMPP you will got lot of folders like PHP, MySQL, Apache, and temp folder is also there. And htdocs folder is there. So all these folders are necessary. All the configuration files, all the configuration settings are saved in that files. The basic syntax for PHP is this much is this much is syntax for your PHP. It's look like same as HTML syntax. So here what we are going to do is, this is opening syntax and this is a closing syntax. Whatever your PHP code, whatever you are going to write, it should be inside this. Let's take one example. So here we are going to say any programming, just like any programming language, we are going to print a hello message. So here there is a one function called as echo function, echo, and don't forget this semicolon at the end, and this is closing. So this function, what this echo function will do, it prints this message on your browser screen. So this is a basic introduction of PHP, and in the next session we will go to the advanced topics. Thank you.
Again give the closing.
So this is all about the basic introduction of the PHP, and I hope you will understand these lectures, and you will go into the more depth of the PHP, and you will have a successful jobs to you. Thank you.